Best website builders for new businesses or startups. Hey everyone, welcome. We hope you're all doing great. In this video, I will show you 4 of my personal opinion when it comes to the best startup website builders. So basically, if you're just starting up with creating a site, you don't really have a lot of experience, then these 4 should be good enough for you to get started. Sometimes even you can upgrade them to the point that you don't even need to move on to a different service. Most of these that I'm about to list are going to be completely for free, or at least you're going to have some sort of a free trial that you can test things on before you get started, because this is going to help you with your startup without having to pay anything. Especially for those who it's your first time ever creating a website, it's going to be a lot easier for you to start for free. Now, to get started, the first one is going to be Google Sites. Google Sites is going to be for, let's say, individuals more than actual businesses out there. So if you are an individual and you want to create a website, Google Sites is going to be great for you, especially for those who are not so technical, so you don't really know how to do a lot of technical stuff within your computer and stuff. Then Google Sites is a great choice, and it is completely for free. Everything that you do with it is for free. So to start, you basically just want to go to sites.google.com, and then from here you're going to open up this page here, and you want to create your Google account or sign in into it. And you basically want to start by clicking on blank site or picking one of these templates. Now, for the case of Google Sites, it does not really have so many services other than actually creating the site itself. You will see on the other lists other website builders I'm going to show you, they have more services out there. For example, marketing and things like that. So there's going to be a dashboard for your site and so on. But for this, you're only going to have the ability to create your site and obviously design it however you like. But anyways, to get started with the actual builder, it's very simple and easy to use. The first thing is that you would want to give your site a name by just clicking on the top left corner and giving it a name. So I'm just going to go for explain space here, for example, and you can feel free to add a logo right underneath there, and you can just upload your own logo in favicon. If you don't know what a favicon is, you can see it on the top of your browser screen here. These tabs here, they have an icon. This icon is pretty much the favicon. So feel free to upload your logo in favicon and customize how your site looks like from within the themes. Once you do that, you can just go back to insert here and start editing the pages individually. So for example, here we have the home page. So you'd want to change this to home or homepage or whatever you want to call it. You can feel free to change the actual banner or the image by just clicking on image here, upload, and upload your own image. Once you're happy with that, going on from here, if you want to add anything, it's going to be a very simple process. You basically just want to go to the insert option from the right dashboard. And once you click on insert, you have all of these things that you can feel free to insert. So text box, images, and also you're going to find content blocks, for example, image on the left and text on the right, images with text below them, a bunch of images, and so on. All of these things you can feel free to add. Table of contents, buttons, whatever it may be. If you want to add any of these elements, you simply just click on them and it's going to create a box, or it really depends on what type of thing you want it to create. And you basically just add your text, for example. And obviously the formatting for the text is available. You can just make it bold, change the alignment for it, and so on. And for each section, you can actually go ahead and change these different styles of colors that you have created from within the themes section. I'm not really going to dive deep into how each function works. So obviously to make this video a lot shorter, but you can feel free to add anything in here simply by just clicking on it, and it's going to give you the options for it. For example, if it's a button, the name is pretty much what it says on the button. So buy now, and then the link is, for example, google.com. And then just click on insert, and you can just move it around by dragging it and dropping it. Now for very quickly, for other pages, you can click on pages, click on here, and you can create a new page very easily. For example, about us. And this is going to create it for you and add it to your navigation. And then you would want to obviously customize it to your liking, again, the same way. Next up, we have System.io, which is another free platform that you can use completely for free. Obviously, you can use it for free, but at the same time, you can feel free to upgrade to get more benefits. If you go to pricing here, you can check this out for yourself and see which is going to suit you. But for the free version, it does actually give you plenty to get started with. And I really mean it by plenty to get started with. And by the way, I forgot to mention for Google Sites, you can simply publish it on the top right, and it should be published and people can visit your site. You're ready to go. But for System.io, you can just visit system.io, as you can see, system with an E at the end, .io, and then just click on Get My Free Account and sign up for free. And once you sign up, you should be greeted with the main dashboard. I'm going to sign in and show you what to do next. So once you sign up, you basically just want to first go to your profile picture on the top right, go to settings and set up more personal information about yourself or business information. Once you do that, you should be greeted with the dashboard, and in here you have plenty of different tools that you can use. Previously, we had Google Sites, which is only for creating a website, but System.io is going to be better for businesses because it does offer you many different things like CRM, obviously websites, email, newsletters, and so on. You can create campaigns and market this way. You have also automations that you can use, which are going to be more like, for example, sending out welcome messages automatically for new subscribers and so on. Assets, sales, and obviously analytics and all these things. So there's plenty more with System.io, and again, it starts for free. So all of this is going to be a lot better than Google Sites. But again, Google Sites is going to be more for people who are not experienced with anything at all when it comes to websites. But for System.io, creating a website is very simple. You want to navigate to the website section here. And within the website section, you're going to find 3 different options. Whether if you want to create a blogs section, or if you want to create a sales funnel, if you want to sell something, or for example, you want to basically get subscribers and so on. All of these things are going to be within the sales funnels. And then you also have the digital store. So if you want to create a digital store, you can also feel free to click on this one and feel free to do it. Now I'm just going to go for sales funnel, but at the same time, it's going to almost be identical when it comes to creating a blog site or a digital store. So we can, by the way, we can do them all at the same time. It doesn't really make a difference. Just go to sales funnels. And by the way, it does actually give you a free domain. So you can just click on create on the top right to create a sales funnel. You can feel free to name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it test funnel. And then here you're going to find the funnel domain, which is the free one that they give you. If you want to change it, you can do so from the settings on the top right corner from your profile. But obviously, you would want to have a personal domain, basically. So you're going to select what is your goal for this funnel, whether it's going to be building an audience, selling a product, or custom, and so on. Let's say we want to build an audience for the time being and click on save. Next up, you basically just want to click on it. And once you click on it, it's going to pretty much just open up the different templates that you can use in order to actually set up your pages. So you're going to have these steps for the funnel: squeeze page, thank you, and that's pretty much it. If you want to add another page, you can feel free to just click on add step from the bottom left. And in here, you can feel free to set up the actual template for it. So you can just go for squeeze page here, for example, and then just click on this template, for example, click on select. And you can feel free to name it whatever you want and also change the URL path to it. And simply once you're done with this, you can just click on edit page, and it's going to allow you to open up the editor. Now the editor on System.io is similar to Google Sites, but not really. It's going to be more of a drag and drop builder. And this is going to be pretty much, you want to edit something, it's very easy. Basically click on any element you want to edit, and it's going to open up the options for it on the left panel. And you can feel free, if it's text, you can just feel free to highlight it and change it, as you can see, very easily. And when it comes to formatting, again, you're going to have the bold, italics, underline, linking it, or changing the background color or the color of the actual text. And you also have the settings on the left side of each element. For example, this is only text, but you can feel free to change whatever element, other elements out there that exists. So This is going to be a row. It's going to consist of an image and also some text here. You can feel free to change it. And again, this is going to apply to any other element that you see. And by the way, changing an image is very simple. You basically just want to click on any image and go to the left options that opens up and scroll down until you find background image. And just feel free to just delete the one that exists and just uploading your own. Now, if you want to add something rather than editing something, it's again very simple. Just click anywhere, find the location where you want to add something and go to the Elements tab, as you can see, and simply just drag and drop whatever you want to add. So let's just do 3 columns here, drag and drop them here. And now you can add any element on top of each column. For example, image on the right, and let's say video on the middle or in the middle. So whatever it may be, just add them like this, and then if you want to adjust them, just click on them and set them up from there. Once this is done, you can just save changes, and this is now saved and published, so you're good to go. Just make sure it is published from the outside. And then you would want to go to the next page, which is the thank you page, and set it up, and so on. You get the idea. Next up, we have Wix. Wix is going to be a more advanced one. It's going to give you a free website, but it is going to be limited, again, much like System.io, and it's going to show watermarks and so on. So you can't sell items with it, with the free version. If you want to sell anything, you would want to upgrade, but mostly you're going to have a free website with pretty much functional everything. So to get started, you basically just want to go to wix.com and just click on the site's dashboard here and click on create new site. And again, this is going to be completely for free starting out, and then you can just continue on. This is for Wix Studio. Wix Studio is different, so ignore that. And then you can start building your site with Wix. You can either go for AI setup or setup without AI, which I personally prefer. And then from here, you can just select what type of store that you want to create. For example, if you want to do it for writing, you can do, for example, writer, blog, or writer, and just click on continue. And this is going to create a dashboard for you. And this dashboard for Wix is going to have plenty of tools that you can use again. And you can see them right away here, but you are going to also need to set up a few things. I'm just going to skip ahead because we don't really need to do that right now. But usually you don't want to skip this because it's going to do things for you, which you would have to do later on. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to set them up right now. So within the dashboard, you can feel free to set up the startup here if you want to, or you can just browse the actual dashboard yourself. You're going to have the home page, which is pretty much a dashboard for you and for your analytics about everything that's happening on your site. You also have, the getting paid, all payments, blogs. If you don't see blog, that means the app is not installed for you. And you're going to find more things like the actual site, customers and leads, marketing. And you can actually see there's a lot of tools that you can use with Wix, much like System.io. So again, you would want to go to the settings, fill up more important information. And then once you're done, you can always go back to the home page. And from the home page, you can edit your site by going to design site from the top right. And if it's your first time, you would need to pick a template or design with AI. I'm just going to pick a template and show you what's next. Okay, so I just added some elements for this just to make it work. First, you can feel free to zoom in and out from the top right if you want to make things easier for yourself. But then you can get started by adding your elements. So adjusting stuff first is very simple. If you want to adjust anything, again, you basically just want to click on it. And this time, if you click on any element, it's going to pop up this toolbox on the top or on the bottom. It really depends on the where the element is. And each one is going to have different options for it. For example, if it's an image, you have the option to change the image. You have the option to edit the image with, changing it for the brightness and that type of stuff. Settings. And also you're going to have more things like design, crop, and really depends on the type of element. If it's an image, you can just simply change it by clicking on change image. And then you can just feel free to upload media from the top left, upload from your computer, and just select an image that you want to replace it with. So after that, you can feel free to also edit your text the same way. You just double click on it. It's going to open up the toolbar on top. And you can just feel free to change the text again. Very simple. And you also have the formatting options on the right side here. Now, if you want to add something, first you can feel free to add sections, which are pretty much empty spaces that you can adjust individually by just going to the bottom or the top of any section. Click on Add Section, and it's going to give you this empty space where you can add anything to it. So to add stuff rather than changing it or editing it, again, just go to the dashboard on the left side. Click on Add Elements from this top plus icon, and once you click on that, you can feel free to add text, images, buttons, strips, which are pretty much also containers, you could say, boxes, slideshows, all of these things, embed code even if you want to. So really, if you want to adjust anything or add anything, you basically just drag it and drop it and then just click on it and adjust it. It's very simple. And you also have more things here, for example, adding a section, pages, and menu if you want to adjust the pages. Site design, adding apps, so you also have an app market for all sorts of apps that you can use and utilize. And you also have more things here as well. And again, you can just feel free to publish it for free if you want, but you click on publish on the top right and you're good to go. Lastly, we have Squarespace. Now, Squarespace is not a free website builder. It's not for free, but however, you can actually go ahead and use it for free. It does give you a free trial, a long enough free trial for you to test it out for yourself. And I believe this is going to be the best one because it is so powerful yet very simple for newer people. It's going to be very easy to use. So to get started, just go to squarespace.com and then you can just click on Get Started from the top right. This is going to allow you to create your own site. You can just go ahead and select what type of site you want to create. Click on Skip if you want to. And you can just go to whether you want to set it up with Blueprint AI or Designer templates. So, picking a template and adjusting it. So in my case, I'm just going to go ahead and pick a template and again show you what to do next. So Squarespace, once you actually did, create your site or picked a template, it's very easy to use, but it is very powerful. Exactly like I said earlier, you have a lot that you can do. You have products and services. You can create products or services that you provide. You can go ahead and set up your memberships. You can set up your scheduling. So you can even have some sort of bookings if you want to, which is going to use Acuity scheduling. You also have more things like donations, invoicing, marketing, contacts, analytics, and finance. So there's plenty that you can do. And when it comes to the website itself, you can go to pages here, set up many different pages, set up your menu navigation, and so on. And adjusting it to the actual website design is very simple. You basically just want to go to website, select the page, click on edit. And again, you can just click on any element that you want to change and feel free to change it. For example, let's wait for this to load. So again, editing anything is very simple. You basically click on it and it's going to give you the bar here where you can select whatever you want to do with it. If it's text, you can just simply double click on it, highlight whatever you want to change, and like we just said 4 times now, you can just feel free to change it, as you can see. And we can also feel free to change the size for it. As you can see, it really just dropped down in size, but we can just go to heading 1, go back to this, and we can set up the alignment to be in the middle, and we can just also make it bold if you highlight this, depending on the actual font, of course. And you can change the color of the text and positioning if you want to do bullet points. All of these options are available for you to use. Now, same goes for images. If you click on any image, it's going to give you the toolbar. Click on the edit icon, and in here you can feel free to just replace it with an image, and you can even attach a link to it. Now, if you want to add a section, just go to the top or bottom, and then just select whether it's going to be a template or a blank section. From the blank section, you can add elements to it by adding a block by clicking on the top left of the section, and you're going to have all of these different blocks that you can add. Images, videos, audio, forms, buttons, all of these things are available to you. So let's just go ahead and add a text box here real quick, and we can just move it to the middle and just double click on it and add our text, or just click here, and this is gonna allow us to add some text. So to add some text, so basically it's very simple. And again, you can just add block if you want to add an image. Again, feel free to move it around, resize it to your liking, and then just click on the edit and upload file, and you're good to go. So this is pretty much it for Squarespace as well. So hopefully this video was helpful for you or informative enough for you to make your decision. Again, all of these are going to have either a free trial like Squarespace or are completely for free like System.io and Google Sites. Wix is kind of in the middle, so I'm not really going to categorize that right now. So thanks for watching.